Card in a store or online. Have you ever wondered where that transaction goes from there? Jeff Locke has got our exclusive look inside MasterCard's processing center in O'Fallon, Missouri, just outside of St. Louis. Jeff?
David, I wonder about a lot of things, but I don't wonder about MasterCard anymore because this is where it happens. Every transaction from MasterCard, 20 billion of them a year, come through this facility, these servers, around the world. Everything comes through here. It's pretty amazing. I've got the Chief Technology Officer around here somewhere, Mike Manchese of MasterCard. This is your busiest time of the year, isn't it?
This is an exciting time. There's a lot of activity that goes on between the Black Friday period and right up to Christmas Day.
Let's take a look at MasterCard by the numbers if we can, just to kind of give you a sense. There are almost 25,000 financial institutions that issue MasterCards. They make the actual credit extensions to people. 30 million places upwards to use the card worldwide, and you've got about 1.6 billion with a B cards out there in circulation.
Correct, Jeff, and that really puts us in a great position. We call it kind of the heart of commerce because we're really kind of that middle between those merchants, those consumers, and those financial institutions, connecting everybody around the world.
And that's how MasterCard makes its money, by the way, by extending the credit, but by taking a little piece of that of each transaction. So the more transactions, the merrier. Wanted to talk quietly in here almost because it's almost like NASA in here. What's this room?
This is what we call the Operations Command Center. This is where we monitor all of the activities of all of the transaction processing.
What are these people doing at these monitors and looking up? What are they looking up on the screen?
Well, they're monitoring a number of things, a number of different applications, but really three core ones that I would speak to. One would be the authorization process, which is the swiping of the card, making sure that transaction gets getting it to your financial institution so they can okay that process. The second would be the movement of the data relative to that transaction.
So when I get my statement, it's got the right numbers on it.
That's called the clearing process. And then the settlement, which is actually the movement of the money between the financial institutions. Those are the three core components of what we do.
Before we get away, Mike, give me some sense. A lot of people try to use cash this year, said, oh, I don't want my MasterCard. Did you see a blip on that in terms of less use? And tell me what your busiest day of the year you think will be.
Well, we didn't necessarily see a blip. We're still seeing very healthy transaction activity. In terms of the busiest day, we would suspect it to be December 23rd. History would tell us that it's not Black Friday, but it's actually December 23rd.
December 23rd.
Correct.
Everyone's like me, buying at the last minute.
And I'll be out there with you as well. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, these are the guys, David, making sure that the network is right. If everybody in the world decides to use their MasterCard at one time, the system should work, they say.
Let's see, it's sort of like everybody flushing their toilet at the same time during the commercials in the Super Bowl. I think it would shut down the system.
They're ready for that, they say.
But by the way, let Robert show a picture of that room again, because what's scary is all these billions of dollars are being controlled by about 5 people. They've got all these desks and monitors, and there are only about 3 or 4 or 5 people manning the whole thing, so Lord knows what's happening with those other monitors.
This is a very efficiently run company, David. They don't like to waste a lot of money on a lot of extra personnel.
And that picture of the globe there, it's really spooky. Jeff Locke.